In an earlier video, I mentioned that the piano action is a great thing to have for your students to look at. There's a lot of engineering going into it, and there are thousands of old pianos nobody wants. They're obsolete. In the late 19th century, early 20th century, if you had made it, one thing that your house had was a piano. So there are thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of pianos nobody wants. And if you take out the action and put it in your room, your kids can study how pushing a key, which is down here, you know, I'm pushing the key and that pushes that up, how this action works. It's important for kids to see the inside of things because that's where the cool happens. Let me give you a closer look at what this particular action looks like, and it probably won't look much different from the one you have in your house. So these are the highest notes on the piano, and what I would encourage you to do is to have your students just look at whatever it is and try to figure it out for themselves. These, as I said, are the highest notes, and these are the dampers. There are no dampers on these high notes. The notes in the middle part and the low part, they ring forever, and so you're going to need a dampening mechanism. The cool thing about this is that everything is wood, except for the metal screws. Of course, everything, it's like, if I do this, this happens. If I do this, this happens. And why is that happening? Or how did they get that to work that particular way so that it moved just like they wanted it to? The action of the piano there. And this bar right here is the soft pedal. So when you push it, all the hammers get closer to the strings. The hammers have less distance to go, so they can't make as loud of sound. Loud, soft, loud, soft. The pianoforte, as it was once called. So and again, I've mentioned it, all of this is just like on your piano. There's a lot of intricate movement, and it's worth your time to find a piano, pull out the action, the piano action. You don't necessarily need the keys. They can understand that. But just have them look at it. So when the kids, you know, you have your clutch, your brake, and your gas pedal, and they put on the gas pedal all the time and hit all the notes and they ring forever. This is the sustain pedal. There's a lever that comes up and pushes this up and pushes all of those dampers out of the way. And some dampers, if it's a single string, are dampened this way, and if it's a double string, it's dampened with a triangle kind of thing. And if it's, let me see if I can get the right angle here. And if it's, oh, I still have to go farther down. And if it's, if there are multiple strings, and as you may or may not know, there are 3 strings on the higher, from about the top 2/3 of the instrument have 3 strings. And again, that's for volume, amplitude. It's not, well, I guess it is amplitude, but it's 3 strings, and then here it's 2 strings, and down here it's 1, and it has to do with balancing the various octaves of the piano so that one doesn't overpower another. I encourage you to do this. It would be a great thing to have.